Welcome to, what the hell do I call this program? The hell do I call this? Cooking Videos with Dave. I've only done 157 of them. Anyway, we got some cooking videos to look at today, starting with baked beans. I love baked beans. A lot of people don't like baked beans. I love baked beans. I don't know about y'all, but I love baked beans. All right, let's get into this. Baked beans, everybody needs.
You want barbecue?
Now, I'm curious if he's actually going to make the beans from scratch or if he's going to soup up like a can of Bush's. Because there's a difference.
Baked beans, right? Now listen.
And trust me, finding a recipe from baked beans from scratch is a pain in the ass.
This is so far over the top with, bursting with like flavors. You're going to want to do this one. And with Memorial Day right around the corner, your boy AB got you.
And he's souping up Bush's baked beans.
Let's get it.
So this is not true blue baked beans. Hey, I love you, AB. Normally I love your videos, but this one's a little deceptive, but you ain't the only one.
Now look, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start out, with our bacon, right? Now listen, I want you guys to pay attention to this right here. This is about...
And look, half the time if I do baked beans for whatever reason, I'll just buy the fucking Bushes and soup them up.
Porter roll. This is uncured beef bacon. This is the bacon that I use. This right here, to me, I've been on this so long, it's better than pork, if you ask me. Listen.
And I really don't care at this point because I got Jake's fucking cronies, Jake's sycophantic cult-like fans getting irritated with me because I don't make my own fucking ketchup.
Porter roll. You guys get it. I don't have no link for you guys, but check them out. You can find them on the internet. You know what I mean? That's how I get mine. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start, laying these out, and we're going to start.
Now, normally, for me, this is just me, if I'm going to do chunky bacon, I usually cut it before it's cooked. But...
and then we're going to work on our veggies. Now, we just go ahead and, I don't need to tell you guys, you can do your bacon, in the cast iron, however you want to do it. You can, I'm seeing now, like some people, I've done them that way too. We put them on in the oven. But first of all, we got to get this bacon ready.
See, just for me, I like to just carve them up into pieces. That's just me.
You know why? Because we're going to need that.
It's your fucking bacon. You do it how you like.
Bacon fat, folks.
Your next breakdown could cost thousands.
Unless you have endurance.
I will never pay for covered car repairs again.
Okay, so look, if you see, it's not a whole lot to it, right? But to level up, it's really gonna be my mild Italian, sausage right here, and this is the chicken sausage. This right here is fire. You guys gotta get it, find it somewhere, order it online. This right here has changed the game and brought my levels of flavor just wide open, right? So that, or you can, right here we got ground beef, either or, whichever way you wanna do it. And don't forget the food ingredient list will be on my website. That's smokingandgrillingwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com. Okay, so look, once your bacon is ready, everybody knows this. If you didn't know, like say you new to this, listen, you want to get yourself a paper plate or a regular plate, you know what I mean? And what you want to do is just put a piece of, like a paper towel on it. And then you see what I'm doing? This will absorb some of the grease that came off of it. All right, so now we start with our onions. I always start with my onions. For some reason in my mind, I think that onions take just a little bit longer, so I like to give them like a head start. Most chefs, trained chefs, just about all of them have told me It makes no difference. Put them all in. And then after about 1 minute, then goes in your bell peppers. Now after about 4 minutes, that's about all you need. I don't want to break them all the way down right now, right? So I'm gonna move everything over. Man, this smells incredible, folks. And we haven't even hit it with no seasoning or nothing in there yet, all right? So we'll do that, and then you know I'm doing the chicken Italian, so now we'll just drop this in here.
Okay.
Okay, so because I use chicken and it's Italian, you know, on the Italian side, right? It's super, you know, seasoned, you know, with all of the flavor. You know what I mean? If you guys were going to use ground beef, right when you get it done, like how I'm doing here, that's when you're going to want to season it, you know?
You're also probably going to want to drain it too. Now, chicken, ground chicken, it doesn't have a lot of, well, it depends on the type you get. But typically, I've never really needed to drain my ground chicken when I've made it.
Then you want to get yourself a meat masher. Remember how I put it in here? You just take these. This protects your pan because everybody doesn't have a cast iron, you know? So if you don't have a cast iron, don't trip. You know what I mean? And you're using something like non-stick, you want to get yourself one of these meat mashers like this so it doesn't tear up the Teflon that's inside the pan and you don't ingest it.
Those things are the most useless fucking things. These weird, spinny, choppy chopper things. Just use a fucking spatula. It is not that hard. I mean, if you want to use these things, fine. Go. God bless. But I think it's just a useless kitchen gadget. It's not the most useless kitchen gadget. Not the most.
All right, so now we're going to add our, you know, diced tomato.
That, Honor, I still think, is the breakfast sandwich maker. What the fuck is that thing?
And green chilies. I got it. This is a little different from the way that everybody think about making, you know, barbecue baked beans, right? But I promise you, this changes the game. Okay, so now what we gonna do, this is real simple, man. I think me making it a little bit more complicated.
I don't think I've ever added mustard to any bean dish, any baked bean dish I've made. That's a new one. I don't think.
And what it is, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't take much. You know, you just need to get these ingredients in here, right? Now for the W sauce, that was Dijon mustard if you guys just...
I've added Worcestershire sauce to it. I don't think I've ever added mustard, though.
You see, you know what I mean? We add a little bit of that. Ooh-wee. Right, now we get...
Now, typically, when I make baked beans, I do like to add bourbon to it. That's just me.
Let's get some heat on that Dijon. Let's get that to work. Break down and spread everywhere. Now, it's not going to spread like you would like it until we get some liquid in here, right? So now, I'm going to go ahead. If you guys take a look right here, I got 2 barbecue sauces. These are my barbecue sauces, and thank you to everybody that's been buying them.
Pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done barbecue sauce in the beans before.
These have been moving. I know everybody getting ready, you know, again and restocking up, you know, for Memorial Day. But look at this right here. We got the spicy, then we got the savory. You know what I mean? This is that sweet and savory right here. Ooh.
Most travelers over 55 never hear about this. At that age, you actually qualify for special business class fares. One quick...
Why? Just because they're fucking old?
All right, so you see that right there, folks? Look at that. You know we're doing something magical, right? Now here are the beans that we used. That we rinsed. Now we just add them.
Okay. Now I am completely confused.
Right?
Why wouldn't you just then buy fucking, like, Great Northern beans? And just make them in a little bit of, like, brown sugar and water. Why would you buy bushes, drain everything off, rinse everything off? Like, at that point, I would have just bought fucking Great Northern beans.
Now, don't forget, the full ingredient list is
Which
on
is typically the bean used for baked beans.
my website, you guys. You know what I mean? I already broke down the measurements. I actually put just like a little bit extra on the beans so you guys can see if you want to add just maybe a small can, or maybe you buy 3 cans, you know? So I just want to show you that. It's going to be a little bit on the thick side, but now you thought it was a lot of meat. It's really not if you stay with the 1 pound, right? You see that right there? Then we finna make that barbecue. I'm just gonna call it the barbecue sauce. It's what turns this into the barbecue baked beans, but this got a medley of flavors inside of this. This is the only way I make mine now. All right, so now I add the rest of the barbecue sauce in here. It's okay if you guys want to do it old school and you want to go in there, a little water to it, shake it up, and then get everything in there. I understand. All right, so this is where I add my barbecue rub. You guys can add any barbecue rub you would
That's a hell of a lot of sauce.
like to. You know what I mean? But of course, I'm gonna add mine. After developing it, you know what I mean? I got a taste for it. So I just add a little bit to it. You know what I mean?
That's more than a little bit, my friend.
Give it that ooh-wee flavor. You know what I mean? Now everybody knows barbecue, along with the seasonings, you know, that we put in here already. All right, so now we come over here to our bacon, right?
That's why I just cut the bacon before I cook it.
And when we cut this down, we're gonna add that in there too. Now, a lot of times I turn things into bacon bits, but look at this, how I did them. This is a good size right there.
Oh,
You
no, you do not want bacon bits with beans. I don't give a damn what recipe you're using. I don't give a damn how you're making them. No, this is a thing that needs nice, big, chunky pieces of bacon.
see that right there? We put this in here, just like you see. That way,
Hello,
when we go in here and
Juice.
get ourselves a spoonful, we golden, folks. Everybody like, ooh, wee. And then everybody gonna ask you like, what type of
Although, I will say, if I was there, I would eat the shit out of this.
bacon is this? That's a
Or at least my curiosity would be piqued. I'd have to try it.
conversation on its own, especially when you tell them it's beef bacon.
Oh, beef bacon. I've always done pork. I may have to try that. I think my grocery store still sells beef bacon. If not, I'll get it from somewhere else.
All right, so now we just work this in, right? Real simple, folks. I normally save some back to put on the top, but look, this is nice, big, meaty chunks, you know, of bacon, right? Look at that right there. This right here next to your potato salad, folks, game changing. Okay, folks, look, you guys just seen how easy it is. You know what I mean? You seen the ingredients. You guys went to my website, looked at it. It's those ingredients. That's what we take the time to do. All of us, you know, people that's out here making these recipes for y'all, that's for you guys to get like the ultimate over the top. And I love hearing the suggestions from y'all. But right now, it seems like I'm rambling. I'm finna get a piece of this bacon right here. You know what I mean? Ooh, we got veggie. Everything is in here. Cheers, y'all. Now, if you guys been followed by seasoned, you know, like outdoor cooks, you know what, I'm gonna ask you this. Did you guys notice that I didn't even put no brown sugar in there? And when you go see the my website, brown sugar is optional. You know what I mean? Because I'm using my products, I know how sweet everything is as far as my barbecue sauce. And don't forget, I use this brown sugar hickory. You know,
Yeah, but you washed all that shit off.
flavored beans. So that right there, that was enough sweetness for myself.
And again, if you're gonna if you're gonna dump everything out, rinse the beans off, why not just again take some Great Northern beans, simmer them in a pot with some water and brown sugar? You get the same fucking effect.
If I was making this for everybody else, everybody seemed to like their baked beans like super sweet, I probably would have went ahead and put the brown sugar.
I don't like them super sweet. I like them a little sweet. But again, that's why I usually add the bourbon to counteract all the sugar.
in there, but this right here is fire, folks. Make it, come back, talk to me down in the comment section below and let me know what you think, right? Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, right? And tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. Now I'm finna come out, get this on a paper plate, and I'm finna get my potato salad, and I'm finna sit down, folks. I'm out.
That is one thing I don't really like is potato salad. Not as bad as egg salad. Egg salad is fucking disgusting. All right, next one up. Michael Simon and his wife and their girlfriend.
Hey everybody, welcome to Simply Simon's. Happy 4th of July. I am Michael Simon, my beautiful bride dressed in red, very appropriately. Lizzie Simon.
Blue.
And blue, blue jeans, yeah. Blue eyes, red shirt, all makes sense. And Olivia Anacone Simon Sissek, with also a very small red print on her shirt.
I did realize
in
though
French.
It's French.
It's okay, we're good. I'm in black.
Parakeets are back.
And the birds, oh, look how gorgeous they are.
Wow.
Oh my God, that was a whole ton of them.
Oh, I know. They come every
Parakeets
morning
are
and every
cool.
afternoon.
All right, so for the 4th, I feel the 4th this is what we should be doing. I'm doing a little bit about barbecue ribs.
Great.
I'm gonna do it with my cherry barbecue sauce. It's a simple, quick sauce. As you guys know, I'm not a big tomato-based person. I tend to like the mustard and vinegary sauces better. This
I like any barbecue sauce.
is getting the sweetness from cherry juice.
Okay, my least favorite is usually the vinegar-based sauces. I love the mustard ones. I love the ketchup ones, obviously. The vinegar ones, to me, are more like a mop sauce, which is different than a barbecue sauce.
Juice. So in my pan, I have about 16 ounces of cherry juice.
Okay.
All right. To that, I'm going to add, for sweetness, I'm going to add a little bit of honey.
You're increasing the sweetness of cherry juice?
I'm in my 40s and won't put up with unrealistic diets anymore. I need something that's easy and tastes good. Factor-made
I'm going to add, I usually have brown sugar in the house. I didn't have brown sugar, so I just got some cane sugar. I'm going to put some sugar in.
I was just going to say, do you have molasses? Because
I have molasses.
brown sugar is molasses and sugars.
Well, I know, but
in case you didn't know.
Thanks. I usually use brown sugar and molasses.
Okay.
Dude, how sweet is this fucking sauce gonna be?
Can you always just change granulated sugar, like for brown sugar? Like what? No, you can't.
Brown sugar is basically molasses and sugar.
Okay.
It's a little
So-
sweeter. I don't know, it has a little more depth of flavor, I feel, in the world of sugar. I'm gonna use sherry vinegar, a decent amount because we have a lot of sweet in here. So I put in about 5 ounces. So these are the important things. I put in 16 ounces.
So about little over a half a cup of sherry vinegar.
Of cherry juice.
So 2 cups of cherry juice.
About 5 ounces of sherry vinegar. A cup of sugar. And it was 6 ounces of sugar.
Okay.
And then
Again, that's about a cup. That's 3/4 of a cup of sugar.
good glug of molasses. I'm also
You know, if
gonna
you're going to do ounces, not many people can make that conversion in their head.
put in a splash of bourbon.
Okay.
It's the 4th.
Go
This is
crazy.
a little secret ingredient here.
Well, the booze is going to cook out, sweetheart.
I'm going to put in some Jolene
Save the rest of the bourbon when you three decide to have bedroom fun.
cold brew coffee. And you may remember this, Lizzie, back in the day I used to do the coffee barbecue
Yeah.
sauce.
Absolutely.
And what this does is it brings a little bit of that acid and bitterness and deepness and mystery to the whole barbecue sauce.
It already smells good.
I'm going to add some coriander seeds, which I have already toasted, about a tablespoon.
Wait, does it have to be
About-
cold brew? Could it just be coffee?
You can put espresso in here.
Okay.
Yeah. About a tablespoon of coriander seeds, about a teaspoon of cumin.
Those
Both
are
of these
whole
have been
seed, too.
whole seeds. I'm going to strain this.
Okay.
They have both been toasted first.
And that's just going to bring out a little more flavor.
A little more flavor. A whole jalapeno split.
Ooh.
I'm just leaving the skins on this garlic because we're going to strain it, smash the garlic.
Okay, that might actually be... That might actually have some spice. No, it'd still be drowned out by the sweet. Because he left all the seeds in there, and that's where the majority of pretty much any pepper's heat is.
Throw it in the pool. And then, you know, you could do 1 red onion, 2 shallots, whatever you got in the house. Lizzie had a overbuy on shallots, so we're using shallots.
Yeah. Storyhead didn't have, I needed a shallot.
Maybe I'll do that when I'm on Dave's Opinions.
For a dish that I was making from my friend Tina. And I
Or we'll see how I feel.
had to buy a whole pack of shallots, so.
And then a nice big pinch of salt. So, real quick.
Jake does every fucking video I do, and he doesn't cook a goddamn thing for himself.
Again with the ingredients. 16 ounces
Because he just knows I'm better than him.
of cherry juice, molasses, 6 ounces of sugar, glug of honey, 5 ounces of sherry vinegar, 8 ounces of cold brew,
Smash.
coriander, cumin, jalapeno, garlic, onion. In this case, shallot. I'm going to put this on, and this is going to reduce for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just
Ooh, careful, careful, careful. Your fire is ripping fucking roaring hot. And there's a lot of sugar in there, and sugar tends to burn over high heat, even if it isn't a bunch of shit. Mike, I know you're a pro chef. I get it, but I'm not liking this setup.
to get a little bit of thickness to it.
So not even by half, but.
No, I'm not.
Going for
I am.
syrup.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a thick barbecue sauce guy. I find it. I just don't like it.
Cloying.
It's just too cloyingly sweet for me and everything else. So I keep it a
Depends on what I'm cooking for me.
little bit looser.
If it's a barbecue, if it's a burger, I prefer a thicker sauce. If it's for like a rib, I prefer a slightly thinner. Chicken, it depends on if I'm going to dip it in the sauce or if I'm going to brush the sauce on.
I use it more of a glaze as I'm finishing the ribs than this like again, I want to taste.
The fire is literally coming through the fucking grate. For charcoal, that's pretty fucking hot. You dimwit. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. You learned your cooking skills from a dipshit in a corn costume.
The pork a bit.
You didn't put mustard in there, did you?
Nope, I don't want to
Okay,
do that yet. So
okay.
here's where the
And also, be careful, because if your sugar gets too hot, outside of burning, it can also split the sauce. Careful.
mustard comes in, though, Liz.
All right.
I have some pork ribs. I'm going to hit these. We have removed the
Looks like-
skin from the back.
Looks like St. Louis style.
1 strip of mustard on the front, brushed on. And the mustard here, just yellow mustard, this is kind of the glue to the whole thing. The reason these look a touch yellow is earlier I put the mustard on by mistake and I had to wipe it off. So it's not the rib, it's just, this was me getting a little.
Gotcha. And that's a very little,
Very little.
tiny
And then
bit conservative.
the rub. So when you put on the rub, and we'll put the recipe for our rub in here in our recipe thing.
What's the basic gist of the rub?
This is the Mabel's rub.
Okay.
Our Mabel's pork rub. It's I put a little celery seed in mine, a lot of black pepper, a good amount of salt, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of cayenne. That's it.
Smells good.
But you don't rub.
What's that say?
This is for real.
Your debt is completely wiped off.
I'm so blessed. Best.
In the rub. You just sprinkle it. You could give it a little tap, but you don't rub it in.
So a rub's not really.
Smack it like you smack one of the girls when they decide to be bad.
A rub.
No, I don't know why they call it a rub. The name of it's a rub, but it's more of if you sit
More
there
of a pat?
and if you pack it, really rub it on there. It's like, think of it as like your pores, like with makeup. You know, it's like you don't want to clog them all up. You don't want to.
He's making a makeup analogy.
There's only one mod, and that's the Jews, and he doesn't block shit. So I don't know where you're getting that. If your question's not showing up, that's on YouTube. As for why do I go one day a 2 to 4 hour stream to a barely 45-minute stream? It's called fatigue. I get tired. Or there's something else I have to do when I start the stream way too late.
I don't even know what that means. I just sometimes I'm not currently, but they put makeup on me for TV and it feels gross to me. So I just was using the makeup analogy. But like you don't want to clog it up. You want it to be able to take on the smoke and the flavor and all that.
So it's like when you put serum on your face, you do this.
Correct.
I guess you're seruming.
We just wanted to adhere.
Oh, I'm sure a few times beer has been a factor. Actually, more than a few times. What's your fucking point?
It's gonna work its way in. We don't rub it all in, and this way the moisture is gonna come up through the pork and help form that crust.
Jake gets high as balls. What's your point?
And bark on top.
So, like, how far in advance can you put a rub on ribs?
Now, typically with other meats, I always say you could season them the night before. I put the rub on and go to the smoker.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep. Because it's going to start pulling moisture and it'll mess up the bark and the crust a bit.
I disagree. I think if you're going to do a rub, it should be pretty close to when you're going to throw that motherfucker on the smoker. Maybe a pork butt or a brisket might be the exception to that rule because they take so fucking long to cook. But that's... Yeah, that's where I'm gonna... Yeah. For burgers, I season them right when they're gonna go on the grill. For pork, it's right when it's gonna go on the grill, smoker, whatever. Burgers, steaks, chicken... now I want to be clear. I'm talking about a rub, not a goddamn marinade. Yeah, pretty much. The only exception might be a pork belly, but I don't even do that. And I don't really cook whole briskets.
Got it.
All right. So in the smoker already, because I smoke ribs hot and fast compared to like a brisket. So I have the smoker's going to be at around 300, 320.
Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he's going to run a real risk.
25. I'm going to smoke these for about 2.5 hours. I already have one going, obviously, because this is a 30-minute show. So this is the one time we are going to do a swap out. But most importantly, I'm going to show you how to finish. So I do not, a lot of people, they put them on, they wrap them, they foil them, parchment, all this bullshit. Just, you could use a little bit of charcoal.
I do actually agree with that. Ribs are not brisket. They're not pork butt. They don't require that much.
Use fruit woods, apple, or cherry woods in my smoker. Also, oak is very common, post oak, especially in Texas.
Nah, I completely disagree. I'm not a fan of oak. For pork, I like my fruit woods, like apple, orange wood, pecan's okay, but typically I like fruit woods. Cherry is another one that's great.
Barbecue, and almond wood is actually very delightful
Almond
too.
wood's very hard. It's a very hard wood.
Yeah, but it has a nice mellow flavor to it.
Okay.
So
All right, I'll be fair. I've never cooked on almond wood. I don't think.
these go in I have my smoker back here going, and you can see these guys are on. I'm gonna put these in the smoker. Again, you should be at about 300, 325. Get them in there.
I like to do 225, 250. I like to give the ribs a long time. If I do ribs, it's an all-day thing.
And then you're just gonna drop the lid. And this one here.
This is how much I used to pay for home insurance, but not anymore. I use Solvable to lower my rate, and now I
hire a prettier fucking spokeslady. Jesus Christ.
I have done. This has been going for about 2.5 hours. And I'm gonna pull this one off. Now you could see when you look at this, you know, it's got that nice glaze on top. There's no sauce, no anything has went on this yet.
So this is just a teeny bit of mustard and your
rub.
Your serum.
And you could see how it's naturally glazed. So you could bake, like when they're in there, about every half hour, I'll take a mixture of apple cider and with a splash of cider vinegar in it and mist them every half hour.
Oh.
But that's it.
Okay.
And obviously with the smoker, you get the smoky taste, but like, can I make this in my oven? Is it bad to make ribs inside?
Yeah, they're just not barbecue ribs.
They're just, okay.
Here, look, people say, I make the best barbecue ribs. Oh, how do you make them? I put them in the oven and I put barbecue sauce on them. Those are ribs with barbecue sauce. Nothing wrong with them. They're delicious, but it's not a barbecued rib. So just call it what it is, and it's totally fine.
Okay.
You could also do them on the grill. On Simon's Dinners before, we've showed you, you just Google snake method on
I was
the
going
grill.
to say that, snake method.
I knew it would come up.
Yeah, you read my mind.
So if you were to do them on a grill, you could use the snake method. I have this great little drum from Gateway. I love this thing because I could do smaller batches of stuff in there.
Nice.
Like a slab or two. It's just a small drum.
Yeah, and don't be deceived. A rack of ribs is enough for 2 to 3 people. Maybe 4 if they're tiny eaters.
In our old backyard, I had the big 8-foot offset smoker, which I loved. Liz didn't like it as much as me.
Took up a lot of space.
But I could do like 12 slabs of ribs in there, 14 slabs of ribs in there, 8 briskets.
I was
14
kind of feeling like our
chickens, whole
backyard was
fish.
turning into a used car lot, like with rusted
It
pieces.
was awesome. Didn't you think so? Come on, Bradley, right?
Men,
It was good.
men liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't for me either. I liked the
you know?
pizza oven.
The pizza
Whatever.
oven was great.
Yeah.
All right, so while my sauce is doing its thing, I'm gonna show you how to finish these on the grill. But what do you got brewing?
Well, I took notes from your tart cherry juice, and I am making a tart cherry Negroni. And one of my favorite drinks in general, but I like this sort of tart cherry addition to the Negroni. And I also love the fact that another one of
Dude, that'd be funny as fuck if, like, that whole tray.
my
just
favorite things are equal part cocktails because you don't have to fuss with
Measurements.
2 to 1 and 1 to 2 and
Keep it simple.
keep it simple.
Stupid.
And this is something that you could make in a batch for a batch cocktail. If you were having a party, put it in a big cooler, ice cubes, you're good.
Liz, I'm gonna step behind you real quick because I want to speed the sauce up, so I'm gonna grab another pan so I could like cook less at a time. You just keep making
I'm
your
just
cocktails.
gonna
I'll be
make
right
the
back.
drinks then.
It's all-
But one thing that I didn't bring out is my little stir glass. Hey, Michael,
Yeah.
I need my little stir glass and spoon.
For what?
Stir glass and spoon team.
Tim knows what I'm talking about.
This is why
Yes, he does.
Teamwork makes the dream.
How many fucking people does it take to make a goddamn YouTube video?
Teamwork, baby.
Yep.
Were you lost without me?
No, we had the best 5
I was
minutes
lost
of our
without
lives.
my stir little vessel. Thank you. All right, now we're ready.
Do your
So
thing.
I'm just gonna fill up my mixing glass. And these are great to have just for your bar if you don't already own one. All right, so I am just using a lot.
Pretty sure I've used Pierogi before. I'm pretty sure I've made one. I just, I hate gin. Gin sucks.
London dry gin. I'm making it almost sort of classic Negroni style. but I'm adding this tart cherry juice, which I think is going to.
Gin tastes like a goddamn, like a gin and tonic to me tastes like if I took freshly cut Kentucky bluegrass and blended that son of a bitch with like some water in a blender and drank it, that's what it would taste like.
Make it great, and it's going to go great with the cherry sauce for the ribs. So equal parts.
So classic Negroni is
Campari, sweet vermouth, and gin.
okay. Got it.
And a lot of people like an orange in their Negroni. Shoot, now that you said, I didn't bring oranges. But, But I'm going to go lime because I actually like a little bit of acid. I don't need it.
Okay.
I'm going to make it my way.
There you go. Okay.
All right. There you go.
Mistress will punish her for this.
Go too light on this, but all right. And then I'm going in with some cherry juice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting crazy. So this is a really tart cherry juice. So I go just.
Well, you don't make your own cherry juice, right? Like
No.
you buy this.
I buy this.
Fend off the flies with Chewy and stay prepared all season long.
Imagine catching a heart attack 2 weeks before it happened.
Oh yeah, I always get my medical advice from AI fucking videos.
Okay, there we have it. Now, spoon. You can fill those with ice if you would like. Help me out. I took a little time getting all my things that I need to make my cocktail with. So again, this is a stirred cocktail. You don't want, to kill all your things. You just want it to dilute a bit because this is pure up alcohol with the exception of the cherry juice.
Do you have a preference to stirred or shaken, generally?
I mean,
Not
I
for this.
think I actually prefer. Well, I love a Negroni, so I like it. I just like the cocktail.
Yeah,
Either
we don't.
but I do like a shaken drink. I love an egg white cocktail. I love
You love a frothy.
a frothy. fun drink
frothy
like that.
Well, you're not gonna get.
Just feel like kind of fancy.
Yeah, they do, and they're easy.
All right.
Okay.
What do you need
I
now?
am so underprepared today.
What do you
I
need?
need my strainers.
You know what I say, Lizzie? We can't be perfect all the time.
No, it's right here. See?
Hey, neighbor. See, they said I was lying. I didn't have a strainer, but I do. It's okay. I've got it.
We're admitting to it. Liar.
That's awesome.
At that point, the second time she said it, it'd be like, "Fuck off, bitch."
It's a beautiful song.
Welcome to Venice, baby.
Watch your little self.
You should have yelled pants on fire.
You should have yelled that. All right, so I made this a little bit lighter because, for whatever reason, whenever I order a Negroni, I always have them put.
I love LA.
I do too. I always have them put a little. I always top it with a little bit of seltzer. It's just my thing. Whether you like it or not.
No, I like a
do
little
it.
fizz to it.
I like it with a little fizz because this is kind of a rich drink. Now, maybe not so much in the winter, but in the summertime when it's hot outside, it just dilutes it a wee bit. And again, I like mine.
Little lie.
Is that fucking bitch still saying liar? Lady, it was funny the first 2 times. Now it's just overkill.
Lime because
But
it
you
adds a
could
little
do
zip.
Orange.
And I am also going, because I put the tart cherry, I thought, why not put an Amarena cherry in there as well?
Whatever, liar.
I know. All right, go.
Fuck is that?
Oh boy.
Should we go
It's
try?
always something. Always something.
Okay, I know I've made this drink before because I remember the maraschino cherries,
All right, and this is so cute.
which is a pain in the ass ingredient that like everyone has in their fridge, and they only use about half the jar.
So cute.
Okay, so we
Okay.
are using lime. You could use
Till I let my little niece get a sugar rush from eating them all.
orange.
Pissing my sister off, but
Yeah, absolutely. I just like that little bit of tartness with my Negroni.
Fair.
But if you feel that you want a little orange, I'm more than happy to cut. I
No.
like to make my guests happy.
I am happy with the lime, just, you know, for the future. I like to have options.
she'll be getting hate fucked with a strap on.
I hear you.
Tim's wife, Fran, our friend Fran just walked in.
Hi there.
Fran was the one yelling liar. I don't think that was nice, Fran.
Liar.
All right, cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Liars.
This might be my new favorite Negroni.
I think we should dub it the liar. Ooh, this is good.
It is good.
I'm not a Negroni guy, as you know. You love a Negroni, but that is good.
Yeah, that is really good. And you're right, I do.
Maybe I'll actually make this recipe and give gin another chance. I haven't given gin a chance in fucking over 20 years.
Like the little fizziness to it because it just, again, it's not a heavy cocktail, but it just lightens it up a little bit.
I just feel like it's a rich.
Oh my God, what a shock. Phoenix, a renowned leftist, doesn't get what a fucking joke is.
Cocktail. Like it's kind of rich.
Hey, everybody, if you like what we are cooking,
or you like what we're drinking,
or you just like us and our witty banter,
click the link below and subscribe, whether it's YouTube or Spotify or however you're watching. All right, so
good.
Liz, when you were doing...
Great. Now I gotta pee. 'Cause I think I got everything. I know I have Campari. I know I got vermouth. Yeah, all I have to buy is a fucking bottle of gin.
Doing that, I was worried that my sauce wasn't going to reduce enough, so I
Obviously, and then cherry juice.
split it, but I didn't need to. It was still, magic was happening in here.
Okay.
But you could see it starting to thicken up. Like it's got a little bit of viscosity to it. So I am going to strain it, and then I'm going to show you how I finish these ribs.
All right, I gotta go, and I have to piss. I'll be right.
So, underneath me.
Okay, we're back.
All right. And I'm going to take this glaze, and here's the good news about this glaze. You could make this, and it will hold in your fridge for a month, this barbecue sauce.
wow. You know I love to hear that.
Yeah, like, so Liv, when you're in full... Can I freeze
this is Liv's
it?
takeaway.
Yeah, this
Can
is
I
my favorite
try
part of the
it?
episode.
All right, so now I'm going to take this glaze.
See, to me, that's a mop sauce.
Why choose Skylux Travel for your business and first-class flights? Save up to 70% compared to...
And I'm going to hit
Wait, a black woman getting on a plane?
my ribs with it. And I'm just going to, like, aggressively dab it. And then I'm gonna hit these on the grill. And again, if you like a thick Kansas...
Again, that is a fucking mob sauce. That's not a barbecue sauce. Again, nothing wrong with a mob sauce. But Mike, please fucking be honest about it.
Like type of sauce, use it. Whatever sauce you like, use it. I like this because I think it complements the fattiness of the ribs. It's got a good amount of vinegar in it. It's got that good cherry flavor in it. If you like it sweeter, you can make it sweeter. That's your call.
Do you ever use this sauce on other meats?
No, this is more of a barbecue sauce.
Strict,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, you could put it on
On a
chicken.
steak?
No, I won't put that on a steak.
Yeah, you're right. It's sweet. No.
Nice reflexes.
Thank
And
you.
I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Also, I just want
Again, this is closer to a mob sauce.
everyone to notice that I took a note from Lizzie Simon's style today with my head, with my bandana.
I am a bit of a bandana queen,
You've
I will say.
influenced me. I love
Look,
it.
and
Well, you're cute. Very cute in a bandana. I love you in a bandana.
I like to put these down on the grill last minute. They've been cooked. They're cooked, smoked, all that good stuff. But what I like to do is I like to put them on the grill very quickly just to get a little bit of char.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to...
And I would imagine with that...
And like I said, there's nothing wrong with a mob sauce for ribs. But this isn't a barbecue sauce. There's nothing to caramelize. It's too fucking thin.
Sugar and molasses, it would just caramelize it just a bit more.
Yeah,
too,
it gives
to
it
give
a little bit of caramel. And I'm on a ribbed board here. So before I cut these, I'm going to put a little bit of our sauce on the board. This is just a fun little trick.
And by a rib board, you mean it's got a
dripper.
crescent or a...
And is that just like when you cut it, it
called? A
absorbs
divot?
into it?
Well, it's just so stuff doesn't go everywhere.
It doesn't fall over.
What the fuck is he doing now? What is going...
We don't need to discuss the board.
Channel.
No. I meant why you're putting it on the board.
I'm going to show you in a second.
Oh, I got excited. I'm sorry.
She'll be punished for that.
Getting ahead of myself.
I think Michael's getting a little angry now.
I put the sauce on the board. I put a little bit of honey on the board. I love a little bit of extra mustard in my barbecue.
Now what is he doing?
Which we talked about earlier and even someone on. I put that on the board. And this is just, I'm dressing the board. Now I'm gonna take...
You know, I would have been fine with just like the sauce on the board. Fine, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Honey, retarded, but fine. You've completely lost me. Now you're gonna have raw ass mustard on these ribs. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, did you guys all get incredibly fucking high before making this episode? Or are you drunk? Hey, if you are, God bless. Like I don't know. What is going on with this?
The ribs. And I'm gonna flip them into our sauce, that board sauce. And now we're gonna cut them up.
Oh my God, you did all that work and you fucking ruined it. Oh my God, you did all that fucking work and you ruined it. What is wrong with you?
Norman smells it.
Jesus Christ, normally I love your videos, Mike. God damn, but what the fuck is this?
I see magic.
Who's the small chick on the box?
Now, this is, you know, everybody has a different opinion on this. I certainly have mine. You know, a rib should be incredibly tender, but in my opinion, shouldn't just like completely be obliviated till you cook it, where you just pull bones out and all that stuff. I think when you take a bite of the meat should pull cleanly off the bone, but not the meat of the whole rib. Just my feeling.
Well, doesn't that disqualify you
in competition barbecue?
Competition?
But like for restaurant barbecue, it's ultimately what people.
I tend to agree. I like it a little more tender than that. I like it to easily pull off when you eat it, but yes, I do like it to stay on the bone in the place that you haven't bitten it.
Like, you know, I like them to have a little bit of
pull.
Yeah, pull. I think pull's a good word. You know.
Thank you.
But I want them to be tender, but just not
where the bone slips out.
Correct.
I'm so happy with Mad City. Things I love about this bathroom, we don't have this old bathtub that was in here, which was extreme.
Okay, so when we're making ribs, and say it's the 4th of July, what are some sides that you think go well?
Oh my God, this is gonna just be terrible. Like, he still has a glob of just raw-ass mustard on it. You can see it. God damn, I mean, Michael Simon, I like you and everything, but motherfucker.
Ribs.
You fucked these.
I like coleslaw.
Corn.
Like, you may as well have just pulled your pants down, grabbed your dick, and jerked off all over them.
I was thinking corn.
Corn's good. You know, everybody loves mac and cheese. Not my jam, but mac and cheese.
I think a shaved Brussels sprout salad.
Delicious.
And yet, I'm still somehow better than your cult leader, Jake.
I tend to like lighter stuff with it.
Yeah.
But I've gotten a lot of shit. Like when we had there's still a Mabel's in Cleveland that we don't own anymore. But like, I used to get a lot of grief in the day because I didn't do mac and cheese.
Right.
And it's just, to me, it's too rich. It's like rich meat, rich mac and cheese, rich. So I tend to like the slaws and things of that.
Yeah, to balance
vegetables,
it out.
yeah.
All right.
This one's gonna be easier for you to eat, Liv.
Thank you.
All right, get in there. See, and this is what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, I'm stepping on a lemon. I'm sorry,
So-
Lindsay.
I don't know
I took
how
a
that
bite.
got there.
See, guys,
Oh,
look, I took a bite.
yeah.
Meat came off.
Yeah.
But the meat still holds.
Yeah.
Very tender, but, you know, not crushed. To me, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's easy to get off.
That's about how I like my ribs, too. When I have them. I don't make ribs often, but when I do, yeah, that's about what I like. I like the meat to come off easy, but I also... I like the meat to come off easy, but... Jesus Christ, I'm losing my train of thought. I like the place that hasn't been bit to, still be there.
It's not like you're trying hard, but it's not, to your point.
It does slip off.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, your bone isn't falling out.
Right. Slips off. Off, not in.
Perfect amount of sweetness, tanginess. I am not even much of a rib person, and I gotta say, these
You
are
are a
really
rib
delicious.
person. Breaks my heart.
But this little like crusty caramelization happening, it's good. These, I will lick my fingers for.
We all who love ribs more
We all know where her fingers are going later.
than any human I know.
Yeah.
I'll give you one guess.
Tina Fierro, but you can't eat them.
Not Tina Fierro. Nick. When we stopped doing barbecue shows, I think Nick literally stayed at home for a month or so and cried.
Okay, you're gonna be really happy.
All right, you are the judge here.
Thank you, sir.
Nick, what was one of the... We're in Memphis in May, Nick. Memphis in May.
Yeah.
We entered with ribs. We took a chance with cherry
Really
sauce.
good.
Yeah.
What do you think? We got a chance?
Yes.
Be honest. Be honest. Come on, critique it.
No, I love this kind of rib. This is perfect.
I'm eating the whole thing.
I love it.
Not too sweet.
Well, the problem is Kansas City is too sweet.
Too sweet for us.
Yeah.
I got houses. All right. So,
I ate the whole thing.
well, I've never
I
seen
need a
you.
wet nap.
I mean, like I ate a whole slab, but for Liz to eat a whole rib is You're not a rib kind of gal.
No.
All right, so here's what we got.
Delightful.
Fuck is wrong with ribs?
We did our smoked ribs with cherry barbecue sauce, the Lizzie Fizzy Negroni.
Tart cherry.
All right. Now we're going to move over to Chud's Barbecue for the Bratwurst Burger. A Bratwurst Cheeseburger, I do apologize.
Riley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made this. Beautiful, delicious, grilled, smoked.
That looks fucking fantastic.
Okay, scratch made. Amazing! Brat burger. That's right, folks. We're taking all the great flavors of a bratwurst and turning them into a perfect cheeseburger on a homemade pretzel bun. Coming up. This is some pork.
Okay, it usually starts with boneless pork belly. And yeah, probably some either, boneless pork shoulder or picnic pork or whatever the fuck it's called. And some pork belly. A lot of fat.
Ooh. Pat it dry. And what I've got here is some chunks of some pork butt as well as some pork belly, which is usually what I go for whenever I'm making pork sausages or pork burgers. And today we're kind of doing both because with the 4th of July happening this weekend, people across America are going to be firing up their grills, cooking off a bunch of hot dogs, burgers, and brats. And seeing how I just put out a hot dog video on Tuesday, I figured today we'd tackle the other two at the same time by making a burger out of a bratwurst because that sounds really tasty. But like always, we got to get this meat cubed up so it freezes really quickly and goes through a meat grinder a little bit easier. And just like that, all cubed up, we've got 5 pounds of pork total, which I'm now going to park in the freezer for the next 30 to 45 minutes to get nice and cold.
Want 50 grams of protein in one meal with 0 cooking? Then you want Factor. Honestly, Factor finally made eating healthy feel doable for me. Before... And now that our meat is nice and cold, through the old meat grinder we go. I've got the coarse die on there today, but you could do whatever size you like. And I think I'm just going to send it through once. Beautiful grind on that. And to turn this from ground pork into bratwurst, I'm going to bust out the all-new Chud's Barbecue Bratwurst Sausage Mix. Really proud of this one. Came out very flavorful. Came out with this a couple weeks back along with our Italian sausage mix. And it's just got all the flavors you need for a perfect bratwurst. And like all the other sausage mixes we make, this is rated for 5 pounds of meat, just to make life a little bit easier. But of course, I've done plenty of brat videos in the past with full-out written recipes if you want to make your own from scratch. So now I'm just going to get this all mixed in and evenly distributed, and then go in with some water as well. Probably should have used beer. A little too late right now. Should have thought of that sooner. And this is definitely leaning closer to a sausage sandwich as opposed to a pork burger, meaning all the spices are mixed throughout the meat. But I suppose you could make a pork burger and use that seasoning on top. But most of the time when I see people making brat burgers, they're just going to the store, buying some bratwurst, taking the meat out of the casing, and forming patties that way. So that's...
Yeah. If you're going to do a brat burger, then actually... I've never added water. But, yeah, no, mix the, it's one of the times where I kind of violate the rules. But yeah, mix your ingredients in there, because, yeah, if you cut open a bunch of fucking, sausage casings, yeah, spices are already in that shit.
That's kind of the approach I'm going for, except homemade. And once everything is thoroughly mixed, I'm going to start weighing out some 6-ounce burger bowls here, because I want a good-sized burger, but not quite a half-pounder. And I like a 6-ounce patty. Sticky. Something like that. And in no time at all, we've got ourselves a rather pathetic-looking meatball mountain. Yeah, these meatballs are a little too soft and sticky to get a proper pyramid out of, but that should be fine. So now I'm going to try to form these into some patties with my little burger press here. Beautiful. Look at that big, beautiful pile of bratwurst burger patties. Gotta love that. But yeah, I'm gonna park these in the fridge for the next probably couple of hours to let those spices hydrate and develop flavor and let these patties firm up a little bit. Next up, let's go ahead and knock out some buns. Starting with our water and our eggs, as well as our yeast and our sugar.
Like to point out, yeah, he's way more hardcore than me. I got no problem making the bratwurst meat myself. That I don't have any problem with. I'm not making fucking burger buns. Sorry.
That all mixed up. And then in with our bread flour and some dough conditioner.
And look, I have the exact same goddamn mixer as him, I think. But I'm just not doing it.
Let that come together. And then in with our butter and our salt. And now let this knead for about 10 minutes. And once we've got a nice smooth dough ball, into a grease bowl we go to let this double in size for the next 60 to 90 minutes. And once our dough has doubled in size, out it comes. Boop. And now we're gonna portion this out into some 95-gram dough balls. Then we're gonna grab our dough ball, form all the seams to the underside, pinching everything shut.
Oh no, I can do it. I just don't want to.
The old table roll so it's a nice taut, smooth ball. And look at something like that. And once all balled up, I hit these with a little bit of flour so they don't stick too badly. And I'm gonna...
I've made my own bread on the show before. But it's a pain in the ass.
Flatten these out just a little bit. And now we're gonna let these rise again for another 30, 45 minutes to get nice and poofy. And now that our buns are looking a little bit more like buns, we're gonna go ahead and pretzel them, which I've done once before, and it went all right. Check out the mushroom Swiss burger episode from like 5 years ago. But to do that, we got some water, and we got some sodium hydroxide, AKA food grade lye. 4% solution here, just gonna get that all mixed up. There's plenty of other hacks using baking soda and things like that. You can look that up on the internet.
And again, this is another thing. I'll just buy fucking pretzel buns.
If you don't want to buy lye, which is understandable. And then I'm gonna try to get this bun up without deflating it too much and dip it right in. Oh, these might come out a little wonky, folks. But just a couple seconds on each side in this bath should be enough to chemically alter the outside, making them nice and dark like a pretzel. Flip it over, and then out it comes. Let some of that water drain off and pop it onto a sheet tray. Beautiful. And now we repeat with the rest. And once they've all been dipped, I'm gonna get my little bread razor here and try to do a nice little X in the top, which I'm also not very good at.
Bread razor!
Might be time to swap out the blade on this thing. These do not look great, but hopefully when they spring in the oven, everything will be fixed. And unfortunately, I forgot the pretzel salt down at the Chud shop, so I'm just gonna go on with some flaky salt on top. And now into a 375-degree oven these go for probably about 20 minutes.
From park to peak to wherever you and your dog go next, don't forget the Zooks.
Okay, so everyone thinks baked on grease needs strong chemicals to get it off, but that's a lie. All right, not doing anything special here, just spraying the whole oven. Everywhere it's dirty, it gets sprayed, and now it's fully covered. I'm just wiping with a soft towel, not scrubbing hard. This is
20 minutes later, out of the oven these come, and I gotta say, these look absolutely beautiful. They puffed up nicely. We got some good blistering on there as well, and the color is perfect. And I did a terrible job on the X's, but they still look pretty good. Not too shabby. Pretty happy about that. But I got these cooling down on a wire rack so the bottoms don't steam out. I'm making some caramelized onions, by the way. Just some butter, yellow onion, probably throw some beer in here once these start cooking down a little bit. And after about 10, 15 minutes, these are looking good, nice and dark. So I'm gonna go in with a whole beer. Oops.
Oh, yeah, he's from Texas.
Oh no.
Lone Star Beer, that was the stand-in for Alamo Beer in King of the Hill. I believe that's the real world version of it.
Deglaze that pan and let this reduce down a little bit. And after another 10 minutes or so, that beer has completely evaporated and we've got some beautiful color on these onions. They smell incredible and they look great. So I'm gonna set these aside and let them cool down. Which means now all we gotta do is cook off some burgers. So let's go ahead and fire up the pit.
Well, they only cost like $400, Phoenix. They're not that expensive.
Boop. Got the old pellet grill here fired up to 450 degrees in grilling formation, meaning I moved the little baffle plate so we got direct flames coming up and hitting the flat top grill grate situation here, meaning we should get a really good crust, good sear, and get some good smoky flavor on there as well. Per usual.
Yeah, I'd sear it and then move it to low and slow. Remember, it's still a bratwurst.
Well, I got this thing filled up with smoking pecan shell pellets, my pellet of choice. Love these things. They smell great, they taste great, they burn for a long time, and they're made out of 100% pecan shells, which is pretty cool. I'll have a link down below if you want to get 10% off your first order, or you can head to their website, or you can get them at chudsbarbecue.com. Highly recommend it. Everyone that tries these absolutely loves them because they're nice and smoky and flavorful. Beautiful looking sausage patty here, and side note, probably don't use the patty paper because it was a nightmare trying to get this off because it's so sticky, but I did manage to get it all off. And now we're just gonna sear these off. But these are looking great, nice and fatty, nice and meaty. They definitely firmed up in the fridge. And now we're just out here doing some simple summer grilling. Gotta love that. I don't have this fire ripping hot because I want to take these to a relatively high internal temp because it's all pork, so probably in the 140, 145 range. So let that crust build, close this down, and hopefully get some smoke flavor on there as well. Spent a couple of minutes on this side, so let's go ahead and give this a flip. Oh goodness, that's a dark crust. Yeah, that might be too hot. You know, not the worst, but that's definitely burnt, so we might have to try again. It's only been like a minute or two. Let's flip it over and see what it's looking like. Still pretty dark, but better. I guess all the spices in that sausage mix.
That isn't too bad.
Sear up pretty
for a sausage patty. Yeah, the spices tend to burn a little bit quicker.
Quick, but looks good to me. These honestly cooked a lot quicker than I was expecting, but both of these are temping around 140 degrees, so now I'm going to move these over to the cool side of the grill and get them off the direct heat.
Well, there are cheaper versions of a stand mixer, but if you want a KitchenAid, you're looking at about starting at $300. The medium one is about $400, then it can be $5 or $6, and then commercial grade ones you don't even need in your home. Just get a goddamn credit card. Or, Phoenix, you could get this thing called a job.
And I've been debating all day whether or not a brat burger needs cheese on it because I don't really put cheese on bratwurst all that often. But this is a burger after all, so I think some cheese would be nice.
Yes! And it also needs bacon.
So I started asking some friends, and everyone had a different answer. Either
yes, you have to pay your credit card back. But again, there's this thing. It's called a job. It'll give you money.
no, a brat burger doesn't need cheese, or maybe some Havarti, or maybe some American. And honestly, there's probably enough flavor that we don't need cheese, but making a burger without cheese on it just seems wrong, so I'm gonna throw some on there. And generally, I'm just an American cheese on a burger kind of guy, but for these ones, I figured a little pepper jack would play nicely. Beautiful.
I would have went with cheddar. And the only reason is one of my favorite brats in the universe is cheddar and beer.
I'm gonna shut this down with that cheese melt, get a little more smoke flavor on those burgers. Beautiful looking pretzel bun. Zip that down the middle. Oh, looks so perfect. Loving the color of these.
Cat Chow Naturals.
This is the best t-shirt on the planet. First up, the cut. We engineered this thing to hug your biceps and shoulders so you look jacked up top, but it drapes perfectly over your stomach so you don't feel self-conscious.
But I'm gonna get these toasted off real quick. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep this burger pretty simple today with some mustard. Love this stuff on brats. It also goes great with a beer. Who'd have guessed? Oops. Get that all spread around. Up next is some of our beer braised onions. These look incredibly good. Smell great too. And I haven't tried them yet because last time I made these, I ate most of them before I finished the dish, and I'm trying to save myself. Nice healthy amount of beautiful dark onions cooked with beer. Gotta love that. And then down with our perfect little patty. Oh, what a fit. Honestly, I don't know how that works out so often. You'd think I'd make the buns too big or the burgers too small, but gotta love it when a plan comes together. Then I'll go ahead and mustard this top bun in the back here. But also, let me know in the comment section down below, if you were gonna make brat burgers, what would you put on them? Because there's so many options. And then on this top,
Mustard would definitely be on it. I'd probably do the caramelized onions, maybe. Obviously, I'm having cheese on my Brat burger. Probably mayo, ketchup, bacon, of course. Lettuce, tomato, and yeah. I'm just going to treat it like a regular burger.
Bun, I'm going to go down with a little sauerkraut as well that I definitely made myself and didn't pick up at H-E-B earlier today. Because for me, some sauerkraut, some mustard, and some caramelized
I definitely am not doing sauerkraut. Sauerkraut makes me fucking sick.
onions. Sounds like a pretty good burger. And
Hey,
we
if you like sauerkraut, good for you, but to me, and I've had a German guy make it for me, sauerkraut just instantly gets me sick. And I mean like running to the bathroom wanting to puke sick.
And there it is, folks. My version of the bratwurst burger. That looks absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know why I made two. But while we're here, oh geez. Schmee, onion, burger, kraut, fini. Let's get a little cross section, shall we? Oh, looks like a sausage burger. Nice. You know, I've made a lot of good looking burgers on this channel, but that one is just something special. The shiny pretzel bun, the melted cheese, that juicy looking sausage patty. And you know, I love a good bratwurst and I love a good cheeseburger. So putting them together, sign me up. But let's see how it came out. That's a yes to a question that nobody asked. Oh, that is phenomenal. Bit of a mouthful though. Cut it in half. Oh, it's so juicy. That is a good bite of food right there. That pretzel bun is packed with flavor.
All right. And now let's move on to... Let's move on to the guy with a bottomless fucking stomach. God damn it. Fucking... I don't give a fuck about Sarah Lee fucking cunt and fucking...
Lunchbox Mom rocks. Give a little Sarah Lee love.
Yeah, we can get them submitted by Monday.
At U-Haul,
I got 'em all.
but we know every family moves at their own pace.
It's like Heart Attack Grill, they'll have that there. I should go on this one, she's got a magnifying glass. This is my station. Just joking, I don't need to pee, let's get out of here. Probably not a lot of film in public bathrooms, really.
Welcome back, folks. I am reliably informed that inside this restaurant right here, they sell the biggest burger in the whole of the Czech Republic. So naturally, I'm gonna get inside and try and scoff it. Yeah, this is the thing. It's kind of hard to tell just how big it is. The thing to look for is the size of the vegetables relative to the rest of the broader meal. And it looks like the onions are quite small compared to the beef patty. So I get the feeling it may be quite large. Therein lies the challenge. Republic. So naturally, I'm gonna get inside and try and scoff it. Yeah, this is the thing. It's kind of hard to tell.
All right, just from the shot, that burger is rare even for me. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of rare burgers. The rarest I like my burgers is about medium, just because of the nature of ground beef. I've had rare burgers, I've had medium rare burgers, and they taste like dick. They taste like nothing. Again, it's the difference between a steak and a burger. So that looks fucking rare as shit.
Just how big it is. The thing to look for is the size of the vegetables relative to the rest of the broader meal. And it looks like the onions are quite small compared to the beef patty. So I get the feeling it may be quite large. Therein lies the challenge, though. I don't...
Well, no, the Heart Attack Grill is in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's in the Czech Republic.
You get a t-shirt here, but a free meal.
That's right, yeah. I think you get a t-shirt.
Oh, you do get a t-shirt? Oh, sorry, that's a bit loud. Peak the sound. Let's get in there. Have you noticed that every restaurant, seemingly, in the Czech Republic has a... what do you call it? A convex ceiling? Look at this, got some awards on the wall. That bodes well. Implies that the food's going to be good, right? Unless they're just hygiene awards. The menu looks pretty good. The cheddar bomb looks particularly delicious. Isn't that the name of Eminem's mate in 8 Mile, who shoots himself in the leg? That's Cheddar Bob. Close. That's so funny. You know the Cheddar Bob? I'm gonna start calling Tom Cheddar Bob.
The fuck is this, man?
Oh, here it comes.
This is the challenge burger. You have 1 hour to finish this burger. When you got it, you're free.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. That burger is...
So, if I had to guess, you probably got about 2 pounds of ground beef, a pound of bacon, some veggies, and probably a 1 pound bun, if I had to guess.
Copacetic. Look at that. In excellent order. It's a 2.5 kilo burger, 1.5 kilos of which is meat, so I think that's 40, 50 ounces. You get 1 ounce.
40, 50 ounces. Okay, so that the meat would be somewhere between 2.5 and 3 pounds.
To finish it, if you can finish it, the meal is free. Yes?
Yes, it's free. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm not sure the stick was necessary, but you normally get in a burger challenge. I've got to say, I've eaten a lot of big burgers, and it looks fantastic. You normally get stuff kind of falling out and whatnot. Not here. You reckon I could do it?
It's gonna be tough, man. It's a big old burger.
There we go. It's delicious. It's very soft. Oh, there's a lot of meat in there. I don't know if there's much point in me cleaning my beard off repeatedly throughout this, but I know some people eat while watching, so in the interest of making people happy. Oh no, I got grease all over the leg. All right, this is Bimby's food, and that was the biggest burger challenge in the whole of the Czech Republic.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hope you enjoy it.
That was my kind of burger. I had like a nice little sweetness to it. It's almost like half sweet, you know?
Okay.
It was good. It was really good, man, yeah. I'm enjoying my beer now.
Enjoy. So the real question is, was it in fact delish?
It was delish. That's my kind of burger, actually. It was nice and soft. I've seen pictures of it, and I was a little worried it was going to be kind of stiff, you know? But it's actually really good. It had like an interesting sweetness to it as well. Can't believe you. Why didn't you tell me to start, man? I know I'm old, right? But I'm actually not that slow. Is it one of those where you thought I wasn't going to win again? Like the lasagna thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, did it, didn't I?
Proof is wrong, mate.
Do you guys have desserts here?
Fondant. Fondant. Very nice fondant.
Fondant?
Yeah.
Oh, fondant.
Fondant, yeah. Something like a bit of chocolate.
Yeah? You reckon a little bit of fondant? Can I get some of the fondant, please? Thank you very much.
T-shirt for you.
Oh, thank you.
Like it.
Yeah, very much. Thank you for having us. Thank you, man. I like that. It's cool. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Fondant for you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Oh, it's good. It's kind of like it almost tastes like a fried chocolate sponge thingy.
Fried chocolate sponge thingy. You should get into food reviews.
I've been thinking that for a while now, you know.
Yeah.
It tastes delicious. Oh, what type of beer is that? It's very good. Very nice beer.
All right. And I think that's where we're going to end this for today. I'm going to go out, cook some things, and hopefully come back and do a second live stream. But if I don't, as we always do, good night, everybody.